customers ever been left out in the cold? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is left out in the cold. And I call it its sister idiom, come in from the cold. Now, these idioms are pretty related, and a lot of it is because the actual original precise origin of them isn't known. They're not one idiom, the left out in the cold. It's traced back to as far as Frederick Marryat's novel in 1834, Jacob Faithful, where he talks about being left out in the cold. And then in 1963, it wasn't until 1955 or 1963 when John le Carre wrote The Spy Who Came In From the Cold. And of course, that's about a spy who is alienated and in hiding, and then comes in and is welcomed back home and comes in from the cold. So cold meaning like the cold shoulder. You're ostracized, you're ignored, you're alienated, you're excluded or left out. Now, if our customers have been left out, heaven forbid by us, but if they've been left out in the cold or left hanging or left high and dry by another vendor, that's our opportunity to come in and solve their problem and bring them in from the cold. Invite them in from their time away or their frustration period by solving problems for them with our products and services. If we ever leave our customers feeling, blackballed or ignored or like we're not paying attention to them, we're going to be in big trouble. That's the exact opposite of how we want to supersize our business. We always want to be paying attention to them, inviting them in, solving their problems for them, giving them incredible customer experiences, and making sure that they feel like they're at home with us. The more we build relationships with people and serve them in a consistent way, meaning that our words and our actions match, we do what we say we're going to do, we under promise and over deliver, all of those things help to build a relationship with our desired customers, our best customers, our lifelong customers. Don't we all want to create lifelong customers? I sure do. So have you ever felt left out in the cold? Because if you have ever felt that way, then you can relate to how your customers might be feeling as they're dealing with the problem or the challenge that you solve for them in their life. And if we can put ourselves in their shoes, it helps us to understand them better. The better we understand them, the better we are at serving them and building a relationship with them. And what really helps is if you've actually been in their shoes before. Some of my best customers have always been those people that have gone through similar experiences that I have, because I know how to help them solve that problem, because been there, done that, right? Customers feel at home when they know that you get them, when you can relate to them, when you speak in their language, because it's been your language too. You can share their experiences because you've actually been there. Anybody, any of you, any of us, I know I have, ever walked up to a group of people in a school setting or a meeting or back in the days before COVID when we had live trainings and live meetings and live events. Have you ever walked up to a group and then they're talking, they're in an animated way, and then you walk up, deadpan, stone cold silence? Or the same happens, sometimes you walk up to a table of people that are talking and they do the same thing, they just stop talking, and then you're like, God, are they talking about me? I wonder if they're talking about me. Of course, they're probably not, but it makes you wonder, and it makes you feel a little bit alienated, a little bit left out, and a little bit excluded. And when you feel that way, it doesn't feel very good, does it? So we want to make sure that we're not recreating that in any of our systems or our way of dealing with our customers. We need to build that into our culture and make sure that the people in our organization feel included, not forgotten, listened to, heard, and like they're getting attention, or in a positive way. Because guess what? If people, just like kids, don't get attention in a positive way in your organization, they'll find negative things to do to get your attention. It's literally just like our kids. If you've raised kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The mischief comes out when mom and dad are very busy doing other things. So curious your experience with either of these idioms, left out in the cold or come in from the cold. I've never felt like I've really had to come in from the cold. I've always pretty much felt at home wherever I am, except for those rare occasions when I've walked up to a group and deadpan, stone cold silence. Happened both personally and professionally in corporate America in different industries. Sometimes you're in an industry and you're the only woman, or you're the only person that other people think are different, or you've come from a different industry, and people definitely treat you differently. They forget to include you sometimes. And so we go about and we find ways to make sure that we're included and that we're in the loop on things. So curious about your personal experiences with this idiom. Share them in the comments below because I would love to know. And I will be with you tomorrow with probably a fun type idiom or exercise. I think we'll talk about Santa Claus and some of the misconceptions about Santa. I want to do something fun since it's Christmas Eve here in America tomorrow. All right, have a great day. I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it for your business right now? Take care.